Howdy everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. We are going to show you three Excel files. First one's called, I'll just call it crypto_stats. This is an important file for those that are into, basically into statistical information. So here we have the pair, we have the mean for the 1 month, which we don't really use at all. We have our daily mean on the data. On top of, we have our mean or average for the hourly data. So let me just see if I can, this should get, yep, there you go. So you can see here we are collecting 142 cryptocurrency pair combinations, which is quite a bit. Going back to the headers here, we have, now this is what I find really useful, is the positive returns on the hourly, and then we also have monthly, so positive returns hourly, positive returns monthly. As I said, we don't really use daily. We're not using the hourly. We just focus on the daily positive returns, as you can see here, and then we also have the number of. So let me just see here. Okay, so this is hourly, and this is daily. So this is the number of daily returns over a certain fixed time, and then the hourly. So obviously the higher number of positive returns on an hourly basis, the better, but we are still tracking the negative moves, and again, these are on hourly as well. And the fewer you have, the better, just due to it's a choppiness and volatility thing, which leads us into the standard deviation on the monthly, daily, and hourly. So the less volatile, the better. Specifically, if it goes into a positive spike where there's a higher number of positive returns, the better. So you can sort all of these, again, as I said earlier, on any spreadsheet if you know how to use these things. So we have the deviation on the monthly, daily, hourly, and a number of positive returns. Okay, so let's move over to let's see the watch list. Okay, so right now on our watch list, the watch list only has this particular one pair of EOS and Ethereum, because the markets right now are severely down. You can see the number of returns are negative here on the big movers. This is the date, timestamp it was added, and this has been added to the watch list. Now here's the important one, the position XLS spreadsheet here. Okay, there's no positions been put on yet, and if I was to show you the position log, you would typically find that the positions are not on for very long. If I showed you the positions here, here's the rate of change, percentage change. So they usually aren't put on for very long. The positions are watched over a minute on a minute basis. So they're updated quite frequently, but usually if it's a strong move, hits a certain target, then it exits the trade. Okay, so let me just talk about that. So obviously there's nothing here, but I might as well talk about the headers here. So you can, obviously, I'll be including the watch list and position every hour with the stats as well. All three of these files would be included on an hourly basis in one report or another. So here's the timestamp, here's the pair. Now, three things I use as a metric for closing out positions. This is theoretically outside of using rate of change and the rate of change percentage, as I've hinted in one of my newest courses on how it works. But usually, originally, it's still useful as the ATR, average true range. This is the original average true range when it's the positions put on. This is the latest hourly close. Here's the up target. So we set, using the ATR, we set the price at where we may want to exit the trade once the ATR hits the up range of the calculated ATR or average true range. We also have the same thing as a lower target. So this is kind of the equivalent of a from the technical analysis retail trader world. This would be like take profit, and what's under here under the original lower target would be like a equivalent of a stop loss. So this again, let me just repeat this. So the up target original would be the equivalent of a take profit level on the price, and this would be the stop loss on the down or on the lower target. So we have also another consideration is what we call a soft target. So these two, the original up target and original low target, are hard targets. The soft target is usually half the ATR. So if you weren't sure on the risk of the asset, you can sometimes what they call maybe half a position, a quarter position, or a 3/4 of position. It just depends upon how you feel on the risk. If you are not sure on the whole position, you can put a half a position on, and then you can also calculate the soft target. So for instance, at the original price, you calculate the ATR, but you're not sure on the risk level for maybe the actual asset itself or the overall asset class, which I've talked about before. So it's aggressive. You may want to just focus on a hard target on the up target or equivalent take profit. And if you're not sure and you're feeling, let's say, half conviction is only half the amount instead of 100%. What you can do is you can just put on half a position. So instead of, let's say, you're going to put $100, you put on a $50, and then the soft target is once the price hits this upper soft target or soft take profit, it will then add on more of the position, the remainder of, let's say, 50%. Same if you're doing the short as well, but as we all know, we're not doing shorts. So this is the ATR again, and then we have the lower targets as well. These are important in a scenario of where, let's say, we're on Binance where we can only long only. We're now dealing with an original ATR, but this is the current ATR because every minute as the price moves, we calculate a new ATR, and then we get a new up target and a new low target, or again, a new refreshed take profit, or a new refreshed a refreshed up-to-date stop loss. So that is for that will reflect on the new price. So as, let's say, you have a price of $100, you set your ATR at, I don't know, let's say 10%. So it's 110%, which would be on the up target. That's the original. So the price moves up $210. Now, what we could do is, because the price moves up to $110, does that mean we should close out the position, or should we let it run? And in most cases, we probably would want to let it run. And then we update a new ATR, so we go from 110 to a new ATR of another, let's say, 10%. So now it's on top of $11, so it'd be moved up to $110 plus $11 to $121. So that would be the new up target, and then we have the ATR reflect the latest price. And we do that for both down and upside protection. We also have the new up or take profit on a soft target as well, and the low target as well from a soft point of view. So it's pretty well lit. So you will find these numbers across the way, and that's what they all that's what they all refer to. So hopefully I'll help you out and give you an idea of how these spreadsheets work when you come across them. And again, their names are positions.xls, watchlist.xls, and crypto_stats XLS as well. Update every hour. Talk to you later.